the most impact on the outside of your home. Adding light, right? Being able to have that light in there. But not all solar lights are the same, not all lighting is the same. The first thing is everything I'm gonna tell you, you get 8. This is the big Mamma Jamma 8-pack that you're getting from Bell & Howell. These are huge, by the way. These solar lights are just big and massive in its own. Each one of these has 20 LED lights. Now here's the special, here's the secret. Yes, they can all be white and have beautiful white lighting. Yes, you can make these all blue or yellow or red. Also, a third mode is gonna make it change colors. It comes with 2 different types of stakes that you can put these into the yard, but hang these, place these anywhere, on your walkway, on your deck, in your, plants, by your trees, wherever it is. These are the big ones. Bell & Howell has sold over 3.5 million disc lights since 2014 here at HSM. There is a reason. Free shipping and handling on a FlexPay. It's under $20. Let's learn how to use these, why these are so awesome. By the way, when you're looking at these and you're like, another thing, how come I can see the light from the top, the side, the bottom, all of it? It's because Bell & Howell does it better. The light man himself, Lou Caputo, coming in.
Why, hello. The light man.
The light man. But Lou, when I say this is a little bit different than,
it's a lot.
Right? Than
Yeah.
solar lights, right?
No, that's accurate.
Bigger,
Yep.
brighter,
Yep.
colors, changing. I mean, they wanted to do something so outside the box.
Yes, you left something out better. Because they really, because they are. And I say that because when you look at these, first of all, these are mammoth.
Yeah.
When you're holding these in your hand, you're like, oh my God, this thing is huge, okay? But the big deal with these is, you would never know it, but there's 20 different solar lights inside of this, like different LEDs inside of this, okay? But when it illuminates, it looks like it's one giant light, which I think is so cool. But one of my favorite things, and this is very unique to this light, is that you do get the light from the top, you get the light from the sides, you get the light from the bottom. So you're getting the light from every which way with this. And you get 2 different stakes with this. So you get a short stake, and that's pretty normal. That's what we do for a lot of our lights, because you don't want them to blow away in the wind or something like that. But then you also get the tall stakes. And why, you can see it right there, why would you do that? Because you are getting that light from the bottom. So you're getting the best of all worlds. You're getting up lighting, you're getting down lighting, and you're getting side lighting, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the fact that they're so big, right? You're getting the light from all the different angles, but the fact they gave us 8.
8.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, 8, that could really do like a whole walkway, a whole driveway, all the way around the home. You know what I mean?
Well, I like, so when I put out my solar lights, little secret here, when I put mine out, I do like 2 paces in between each one.
Oh, okay.
And that way they look even, but it also spreads the distance out, so you really get a lot of use from them. I'll tell you what we got to do right now is we need to bring the lights down, because you guys have to see these. And the color changing. Oh, wait, so P.S. On the back of these, there's a little button, right? Yep. You press and hold this button for 3 seconds, and it turns the lights on, and it goes right to the white mode. Okay. If I have, the one I have in my hand right here, if I press this again, now it's gonna go into color changing mode. So that's one press, color changing mode. And it's just gonna rotate through 11 different colors. But here's the other thing. If I press this little button on the back here, notice how I can turn it around so you can even see the back. Yeah. If I press the button one more time, now I can choose the color. So every time I press this, I choose whatever color I want. So if I wanna say, okay, you know what, it's Valentine's Day, I want the red, or it's Halloween, I want the orange, or I'm gonna do red, white, and blue with mine. I can do that individually to each and every one. And these are so crazy bright, guys, you're gonna think there's neon lights inside of them.
I'm telling you. And I love that we can, again, just do the regular color changing, and that we have the color changing down at the bottom, so they're kind of doing their own thing. It almost looks like the memory game. Do you remember the memory game?
I do remember, Simon.
Yeah, where you had to do the colors. That's what that kind of reminds me of down there.
Yes.
But it could be the color changing. It could be solid color. It could be the solid white. But also think game day, right? Yep. Your team's colors. Yeah. On the day, you want it to be that. But maybe you don't want that color every day, right? Like, I'm a big fan, but I don't know about every day of the year. Whatever your mood, your home, the occasion, you can have fun.
Well, and then the other thing with these is because you have the options of using them on those 2 different height stakes, you can so they're good for planters. They won't get lost in a planter, so they're gonna stick up above the edge of a planter. And then the other thing too is you can use them that way, flat on their backs. You can actually use them vertically if you use some double stick tape. I recommend alien tape. So you can use that because I sell it. But you can absolutely use that. But you can use these as coasters. You can use these as part of a centerpiece on a table. I mean, really, you're only limited by your imagination when it comes to these things. But I think people might make a mistake with these, and the mistake is this: buying one set. Well, because what happens? You get them home, right? You put them out. you go, my gosh, my driveway looks amazing. I wish I had enough to do.
I wish I had more.
Right, the front, or my steps in the back, or around the pool deck, or whatever. You know, that's a big deal, and you can do that with these.
And I'll tell you what, when you get these home and you start putting them places, you know what my favorite thing is? Free. There's no batteries. I'm not pumping any juice into this. I mean, the sun is what's actually powering these. I'm not paying a higher electricity bill. I'm not constantly putting in new batteries. Free, free, free. The sun does all the work. And then I also don't have to put this on a timer.
Right.
I don't have to remember. I will not remember, and then it will be like bedtime, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I never turn the lights on outside. Yeah. I didn't do anything. It's just gonna click off, you know, and save its power when it comes back on. It's everything you want, but the impact is easy.
Well, it's weird though, because a lot of people shy away from solar because they think that it's not going to be that bright. Like some people remember solar from years ago, so they'll go out there, they'll dig trenches, they'll run wires, they'll hire an electrician, they'll do all that stuff, spend all that money, where you could get, you know, 8 of these right now, and they look as good, if not better, than wired lighting because of all the light, the glow that comes off of these is just amazing.
I want to grab one.
I was wondering what you were doing.
I was like, I want to push the button. I want to. Ooh, look, blue.
Yeah, look what you did.
Oh, look at that, red. I love this green, and it is really like a green. Like
it's
these colors are really rich.
Yeah.
These aren't like faint, like is that a color, is that not a color?
Right.
Look at this. Different kinds of blues. We said 11 different colors?
11 different colors, 20 LEDs inside of each one of these. And these are, you know why I think these look so good and they're so bright is these are the latest, greatest LEDs. And like every year that we make new solar lights, that Bell and Howell does, okay? And they've been around forever, won Academy Awards for lighting. We know all this. They make them better. Every year. So as technology advances, so does the quality of the light that you're gonna get from these things. And I'm gonna tell you, these will stay on all night. You know, the word that I used to describe these the first time I saw them working was wow.
Yeah.
Because Kelly and I will take all the lights we get, we'll charge them outside, Kelly, my wife, we'll charge them outside and during the daytime. And then I walk outside at night and I collect them because if they're for shows, we don't want them to run down, right? And I walk out there and I'm like, wow. The first time I saw these, I didn't expect this.
I'm showing you up against my hand because I can't get over how big each one of these.
Look at that.
I mean, they're huge.
Well, look at the
Lou
glow.
has much bigger hands than I do.
I got paws. but look at this. I mean, so there's still lights on. Believe it or not, folks, there's still like a little bit of light in our studio, okay? Just enough so that these will activate. But look at the glow on my hands. That gives you an idea of how much light comes off of these. If they can combat the lights in the studio, you're gonna get a nice, the blue's amazing, isn't it?
I love this blue.
The rich, deep blue. I love that. Look at that.
So remember, steady white. Yes, we see these all in the steady white.
All day long. You can
pick a steady color or have them do the color changing like we have down there, and they just kind of rotate through the 11 colors. It just gives it a little bit of an ambiance. And I'll tell you what, anybody that will tell you when they talk about curb appeal to your home or whatever, lights, lights, lights. But it's expensive, or the solar lights, like you said, of yesteryear.
Of yesteryear, of days gone by.
We're not doing what we wanted them to do. We weren't getting the feels, but get these home and place them. Renters, this is great.
Oh yeah, well, or RVers or boaters. Like Kelly and I have gone on RV trips and we've brought solar lights with us and put them out. And it just makes your campsite look amazing. Everybody looks at you and like, oh, what'd you do? Now, here's a really cool thing that I discovered recently and how you can use these. And I've been selling solar lights for a long time, but we've never had any that illuminated from the bottom. If you have like an outside, you know, picnic table or said something, not a picnic table, but something glass outside, like a glass table outside, put one of these on a glass table at night. Oh my gosh, what this does, not only is it lighting up and everybody around it and the sides, you know, so all your meals and everything, if you have a couple of these on the table, but it goes through the glass to the ground. So it creates this amazing look. You're gonna be absolutely astounded at what these can, I mean, I thought it was such a little thing, and then I started using it, I'm like going, oh no, this is a game changer.
No, Lou, you said,
that.
Lou has, you know, sold solar lights here, you know, for many, many a year. And I'll tell you what, every time, since back in the,
we invented
back when it came, you know, the key and the kite and the whole whatever. No, but when we were talking about, you know, we walk around here, there's TVs all over the place. Every person that works here has stopped to look at this presentation because we're even like, ooh and ah. We're like, what is that? What has Lou got out there? We've all stopped and said, what is that?
See, I thought they were stopping and looking at me.
Well, that too. We're like, oh, Lou's looking so good. He looks so handsome.
Right?
But even us that have seen all the solar lights under the, no pun intended, under the sun, these even caught our eye.
No. Well, me too. I mean, like, I'm jaded. I'm at the point now where I get a new solar light and I'm like, oh, it turns on when it gets dark. That's amazing. You know what I mean? I saw these and I was like, are you kidding me with this? How did they do this? How did they make this better so that even I am sitting here going like, all right, yeah, no, I need these.
I'm telling you, 888. It's the 8-pack, and each light is big.
Yes.
Light on top, light on side, light on the bottom, 20 LED lights per light. 2 different heights of the stakes. If you want them higher or lower, place them down, hang them wherever. On a flex pay, you're getting these home for under a $20 bill. You can already put them wherever you want in your home. Free shipping and handling, and you are not paying the electricity bill.
That's right.
You are not putting the batteries in. I want the sun to give me some free light.
Oh, take free. That's my favorite word, free.
I love that so much. So 790-228, that's the item number you must use. And I'm gonna go with what Lou said earlier. The only thing you might regret is not picking up more than one set of these.
Truth.
Because they're like potato chips, right?
Yeah, they really are. Can't stop at one.
You're like, 8-pack, I really wish I got in the 16-pack.
That's right.
That sounds like me when I get tacos.
Maybe it's yes.
Lou, thank you so much for coming in. These are so great. By the way, if you go to hsn.com, there's so many great items that you can get there. That's where you can shop as well. This is all of our emergency prep items. Our Today's Special is also on there, which is our 1 day only. That's all of our food preparedness that we're getting on a 50th anniversary from Augusta. So I want to make sure you grab that as well. But this is kind of a great way to see everything in one place. I'll tell you one thing over the last, a lot of things have changed over the last 2 or 3 years, right? We all know a lot of things have changed, but what a lot of people ended up picking up during that time when we were home a lot is doing a lot of DIY projects, right? Weekend warriors. We were doing, even I was doing stuff with the hubby. We're doing everything, and we were ready to kind of like up our